Hallo Klickenabendler, wir sind auf der Spiel 2023 in Essen bei Horrible Games. Of course we have to speak English, otherwise it will be hard for David to speak to me. So you have got 5 new games, 2 games and then, three games and 2 expansions.
Yeah, that's correct.
And we have here the game which you showed us in a private dark room in Nuremberg at the Toy Fair.
Yes, we did.
Which is a sand time game with sand timers actually.
Yes, it's a cooperative real-time game in which players need to deactivate a sand trap. So, player will take turns in playing cards to advance sand timers across this track, and they need to reach the goal beyond this goal line before the time runs out. So, as you can see, all the tiles that make up the track have both a symbol and a color, and the deck features cards that either have a symbol, a color, or they can be a wild card. Player have a hands of 3 cards, and they must play a card, each one on their turn, in turn order, clockwise. And what will happen is, when you play a card, you will flip and advance once all the sand timers that are standing on a tile with a matching color or symbol. So, for example, if I were to play this gray, this would move ahead, and this one would move ahead if it had a free space in front of it, but if it doesn't, like in this case, it would just flip on the spot. So each player plays a card and then they draw a card and it goes to the next. And if a sand timer runs out, then it goes out of the track right next to the tile where it was standing on, and then only a wild card will allow you to put it back into play. There it is. That's what a wild card looks like. A wild card will also allow you to move ahead one step, one single sand timer of your choice. And once the sand timers reach this area, which is the danger zone, which is where you have to bring all of them, if they run out here, then you lose immediately. So you will have to be careful when you get at this point in the game.
And if it runs out on the side?
You just put it outside as mentioned. Oh, if it runs out of time outside, then you lose the game.
As well.
Yeah.
Okay, the game is for 1 to 7 people.
That's correct.
And it takes about 50 minutes, so it's quick to play.
It's very quick, it's easy to learn, and it's got 21 increasingly difficult levels.
Right,
and
so that here is the first level, right?
This is the setup for the first level, and then as you can see you have 5 different sand timers in the game. There are 2 that are 1 minute long, 2 are 45 seconds, and 1 is 30 seconds. And the difficulty is determined by the number of sand timers that are featured in the level, which ones are featured in the level, of course, the length of the track, but there are also additional challenges like these locks that are put on tiles, and in order to advance the sand timers, for example,
You have to unlock it.
You have to unlock it, exactly. So you would have to play something that would move this ahead. You would just flip this and remove the lock, and then you can proceed. And there are also additional challenges. For example, there are levels in which you are not allowed to talk, because communication is very important in this game. You want to know at all times what the other players have in their hands, and you want to plan a bit what is going on in order to play the right cards and make sure everybody can help out. And there are, for example, levels in which you're gonna play with the cards facing the other players, so you don't know what you got in your hand, and there are additional challenges. And on top of that, there's also the danger mode, which is an additional challenge. It's a promo that we're giving away for free with the core box, and this lasts 30 seconds and allows you to play through the whole game in hard mode, basically, with 1 additional sand timer.
And I think we didn't mention the name of the game. It's called Quicksand, the Real-Time Cooperative Challenge, and it's available here at the fair. And of course, after the fair, it can be bought online or by a distributor.
Yes, it's already available in the EU from our e-commerce.
All right. So thanks for the showing of the game.
It's been a pleasure.